The interface of this Instacart application when you're an Instacart shopper can be mind-blowingly overwhelming. Luckily, I know for a fact there's not a lot of Instacart shopper training here on YouTube, so I'm going to help you with this Instacart shopper tutorial video. Now, in this video, I'm going to say this. You need to stack this video with my other Instacart tutorial video, because in that other tutorial video, I'm going to show you how you can complete a batch from end to end, with including everything from refunds to exchanges and more that you're going to need to check out. So I'm going to link that at the end of this video. But as well, I'm going to be referencing a ton of other videos that I have made for Instacart training on this actual channel, so that you have the capabilities of getting any video that you need for Instacart shopping to get things done. Now, first of all, I'm going to start off with the interface of this application, because that's the main goal of this tutorial, is to teach you what all this mumbo jumbo means. So with Instacart, you are always going to start off with the map first. And we're going to start off with the 5 icons on the bottom of the screen. So we have the default one, which is your map. Then we have the money sign. Then we have the 3 bars, I call it the power bar. We have the little mailbox, and we have the little profile. So let's start off with the dollar sign. When you click on it, if you have a balance, it's going to be at the top. And if you want to cash out early, you can click the cash out button. All you got to do is set up a bank account. Now, if you scroll down, there are earning opportunity tabs. Now, you can go ahead and shuffle around in these, but I am going to show you the first one for sure. Shop at times with higher pay. If you click on it and you want to see different market areas to determine if you go to another area, if it's going to be better for batches, go ahead and click on the one that's listed now. So for mine, it's showing South Shore, Quebec. From there, you can change it. So I'm going to click change and I'm going to choose downtown Montreal. From there, I'm going to go back. And now we're seeing on a daily basis. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know why they show it like that, but anyways, they're showing that on Sunday, there's up to 40% more likely for better batches. So let's go ahead and click on hourly. Again, their default system, not the best. Let's click on Sunday, and then boom, you can totally see that every Sunday, your percentages that are better off for your batches. If you want to default it back to your regular area, go back into it, click South Shore for me, and we're back. So let's go back on here. Take advantage of promos in your area. For me, if I click on there, there's nothing there, so I got nothing to talk about there. And then the last one is the Refer a Friend. Now, I have talked about the Refer a Friend program with Instacart and my opinion on it, and you can check my Instacart playlist for that. But basically, I'm crossing out my information for my referral code. Never share it on social media, even here on YouTube, because you could be deactivated, and it has happened before to other shoppers, because we're not allowed to just share it with anybody. But if I click referral history, I did get paid out one time $500. There is one that was currently active right now that Instacart removed before they were supposed to, but that's a whole nother story for another time. I'm just trying to show you the app. But that's where you can get your details for the Refer a Friend. Now, if we have scrolling down, you have transaction history and weekly earnings. Now, if you've noticed, by the time you're watching this, by the time you're looking back towards the dates on this actual screenshot, no, I have not done an Instacart shopping order in the last 6 months. And currently, I no longer work for Instacart, and that's a whole nother thing that I don't need to talk about. But if we want to talk about the weekly earnings and see the breakdown, let's click on the recent one, June 19th to the 25th. So we got 3156. Now, to see the breakdown of it, because this is just very basic details, click on daily earnings underneath the actual date. So in this case, June 20th. And then we're going to click one more time down below towards batches. Now, the one thing that is important to know, what's the difference between orders and batches? Well, with Instacart, they will put 2 customers, for example, into one. So they'll make it 1 batch, 2 orders. They go up to a maximum of 3 orders in 1 batch. So if I take 1 batch and it has 1 order, well, it's just 1. But if I take 1 batch and it's 2 orders, well, they're separate, but they're together. They call it 1 batch, but it's 2 orders in that batch. Same thing for 3, and you can't go higher than 3. So in this case scenario, I had 1 batch, because if we look back on the screen, it says that the batches is 1, or you got it currently on this current screen. and it says the orders are 2. So that means I had 2 customers. If I go ahead and click on the batch summary, this is where you'll get your details. Your base pay, how much they paid you for the kilometers, customer A, customer B, their tip amounts, the total. It does show you the map on where the drop-offs have happened and the 2 locations that I picked up, when I accepted it, when I dropped it off, and how many hours I was active. So you will be able to see that for every single one of your batches that you do with Instacart. And that is your earnings tab. Let's go into the third tab. 3 lines, let's click it. It's your stats. Now I'm not gonna go through all the stats. You can go ahead and choose it yourself as you start getting earnings and batches yourself and started to complete there. But of course, it's gonna show that your order completed and your batch is completed. So it is normal, your orders will be more if you're doing a batch with 2 or 3 clients in it, because that's more customers than what it is batches. Customer ratings, you can expand it and you can see exactly your ratings. And for feedbacks, this helpful chat, extra support, smart bagging can also be found in the front under compliments. So it's pretty much the same thing. You have comments, so they can leave direct comments. So for that June 20th, that one we just looked at, it was excellent as usual. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Probably the most down-to-earth shopper I ever dealt with. Well, that's always nice. Then we have some information to see how accurate we are on our batches. So found items, 389 was found out of 426. Out of the ones that I did replace, which was 12 of them, customers were happy. If I didn't go ahead and find those replacements, I refunded. So that's why you'll see out of 426, there's only 12. It's because of refunds. And you have a shopping summary, cancellation rate 0, and seconds per item, which means nothing to me, 159 seconds. That pretty much covers your actual stats tab. Let's go into the fourth one. Oof, that's a lot. Let's go into the inbox. Now, the inbox is actually the reason why I no longer work for Instacart, for those that are curious. It's because they want me to review and sign this document, which is a disclosure and privacy document that I will not sign. And I have a video linked up right here about that. Wait, here, there, anywhere on the screen where you can go ahead and watch that. If you have any updated details from Instacart, you will see it here. And the last one is your profile. Now the profile tab, or it's called your account, but I see profile as the first tab. It's a pretty long one. So you got your profile, which I'm just gonna say this, it's name, address, etc. Payment account. If you need to update your credit card or your banking information, whatever you wanna do, you can do so here. You have Instacart payment card. Now I have more than one video about payment cards with Instacart. Generally speaking now, they don't do hard cards. They actually do the digital cards. So if you're being prompted for a digital setup, I'm sorry to say, it might not be as old school as my app, but if you need to activate the new card, I've made a video based on that, or even reporting a stolen card. Current orders, I don't even know why they have it, because honestly, you're gonna see your order when you're on it. Reimbursement requests. So let's say, for example, your Instacart digital or hard card is not working. Sometimes they might ask you if you want to continue the batch and pay out of pocket, and they will do reimbursement requests. Personally, I will never do that. I will never pay for my customer's batch first or order first. That defeats the purpose of why I'm becoming a shopper. Tax identification, so in case you need to fill out your tax information. The refer a friend that we talked about. Batch eligibility. So if you add a cooling bag, you can get more batches. If you have the physical card, apparently you can get more batches, but digital works too. Heavy batch pay, so you have to consent to 50 pounds plus or more. And then RX deliveries. RX deliveries is pharmaceutical deliveries. And then down below you have safety trainings and demo orders. Now you also have the last one, which is settings. And settings is always the best because this way you can customize things to your needs. The first one is set up custom greetings. Now with a custom greeting, it's just basically where you're dropping a text to the customer. Instead of having to type it all out, you can have it pre-set up. I've made a tutorial to make it easier for you. You have your legal stuff and your app stuff. So basically, in a nutshell, you've covered your 5 tabs on the bottom. Now the last tab that you pretty much need, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's been on every single tab no matter what, is the top right hand corner, which is the question mark. And this allows you the capability of getting in contact with Instacart, which I've also made a short tutorial to teach you which steps you need to take and what you need to say in the app to get there faster. But it's the top right hand corner where you see that headset button. If you click there, you'll get the virtual care assistant, and from there you can go ahead and contact Instacart and everything will be there. So again, let's go ahead and take this video and the video that I'm going to link up right now, since we're near the end of the video, to teach you how to do a batch from end to end, or I should say in order, from end to end. This way you are fully ready to do your Instacart deliveries.